ball with a cover. Low threat cover.
Welcome back, welcome back. Go ahead and introduce yourselves to the people. Let them know who you are.
Darnell Lamont Walker.
I'm Brianna. Hello.
Daryl Blaylock.
And Jeffrey here. Jeffro 5, whatever you want to call me. How you guys doing? Bree, welcome back.
I'm back. I feel great.
I know you've been gone for a minute.
But I'm back with the jump off.
My mom was asking about you.
Oh yeah, I'm a proud favorite.
Let's see. So how's you guys' weekend? What y'all do? What's going on? Ooh, you jumped in like you was gonna be the first one ready.
What about our shop?
That comes before the top. You ain't been gone that long.
I've been gone a long time.
We want to know about your weekend first.
That's okay.
What happened this weekend?
What happened?
Jesus.
I know why you forgot your weekend.
I did some meditation about drugs. So that was my weekend. That was yours.
It was good.
Oh,
It was
man.
good. I didn't do any drugs. I'm in a show right now, so I just had shows on the weekend.
What show you went?
I'm doing a show called The Tempest Redux at the Odyssey Theater.
Okay.
All right.
Playing till April 10th.
That popped up on one of my social medias.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Wow, I gotta come see that.
It's really good, actually.
Oh, good. Well, I hope so.
Well, I mean, you know, LA
Sometimes.
theaters.
Yeah, Darren, how was your weekend?
My weekend was it was actually cool. I bartended a cool party at work. Also, with Black and Sex, we had an event called the Battle of the Best Movies, Top 10 Black Movies.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool, and actually watched Chris Rock opening speech, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about.
We're going to get to that. All right. My weekend was good. Right. My weekend was good. I had the most chillest weekend of all.
Every weekend you had was chill.
Literally this time I was at home. I was in the house. I binge watched the fuck out of Fuller House on Netflix.
The new
didn't
one,
go to
Fuller
a
House.
Fuller House.
Is it good?
Okay, is it? How you feel about that?
No.
They gotta leave sleeping dogs.
You gotta listen.
Right?
Exactly. You gotta listen to that. It's very, but again, you know what? It's rated G. It's it's for kids.
Yeah.
You just watch it for the nostalgia,
Pretty
right?
much.
You can't. I wasn't.
How do you feel about
It
DJ and
was
Stephanie and
So
Kenny
I love Stephanie. She's actually the best character in it. But I feel like for Stephanie's character to be who Stephanie is now, the show would probably have to be TV PG or something.
Yeah.
But
she grown.
She's grown, but they got her saying like stupid shit like the How Rude from back in the day and all.
no.
But check it out if you want to watch
It's
it.
crazy. Coincidentally, I actually was saw the dad of the show.
Bob Saget.
Yeah, Bob Saget. I saw him at the bar in off of
love
Third
Bob
Street.
He's funny.
And but he goes
I love Bob
in
Saget.
Yeah,
hard,
yeah.
the long
Oh,
way.
because Bob Saget is a blue comedian. Like,
Yeah.
he cusses like nobody's business.
Right.
And it was
That's
funny
what's so
because
funny.
he was doing that when
The
Full House was
dad,
out.
yeah.
As a stand-up comedian, he was like doing these stand-ups where he was like, shit, bitch, fuck, all this
Right.
stuff. And it was like,
And he's
he's talking
like
about
family
sex,
guy.
and then he goes into
Full House,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, Bob, you're dad on the Full House. You can't talk like that.
Hilarious. All right, now's where we get the shots. Come on,
Tastes like watermelon.
All right.
let's get them shots. Cheers, cheers.
Ooh, I got Dubai this time.
What
Let's
did you
go.
mix
Bye.
this with? I just got California.
I got Copacabana.
I got Rio Ipanema.
Okay.
Beat us next week.
Oh, I like it.
Stop bragging.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna jump into hot
I'm
topics,
gonna be
guys.
so drunk tonight.
You'll be all right. You'll be
You ain't
fine.
ready.
You'll float. So Sunday, as we know, were the 2016 Academy Awards, the Oscars hosted by Chris Rock. This year's Oscars had a lot of controversy surrounded, which started the hashtag #OscarsSoWhite. Chris Rock, he did his opening monologue, which I think was the main thing that people were wanting to check out. Whether you weren't gonna watch the show, cared about the show or not, because of everything surrounding it, I think everybody wanted to see it. We have some highlights from his opening monologue, so we'll take a look at that and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Well, I'm here at the Academy Awards, otherwise known as the White People's Choice Awards. If they nominated host, I wouldn't even get this job. Y'all be watching Neil Patrick Harris right now. I'm sure there were no black nominees some of those years, say 62 or 63, and black people did not protest. Why? Because we had real things to protest at the time. Too busy being raped and lynched to care about who won Best Cinematographer. When your grandmother's swinging from a tree, it's really hard to care about Best Documentary Foreign Short. I thought about quitting. I thought about it real hard. But I realized they're gonna have the Oscars anyway. They're not gonna cancel the Oscars because I quit. You know? And the last thing I need is to lose another job to Kevin Hart, okay? Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
That was good.
I thought it was.
It almost felt bad for Jada.
Right.
I was like, we have like all these white folks are having.
I'm
a
gonna
laugh
say
at
my
Jada's
opinion. I want to know what
expense.
y'all. Yeah, go ahead.
I was like, all these white folks are having a good laugh at Jada's expense, but fuck Jada Pinkett. Because I said the same thing. I was like, you can't boycott shit you weren't invited to.
Right.
Right.
And you were just, and even if you were invited, you were still just a +1.
Right.
So it was
Right.
like,
Right.
what
You're,
the
you're
fuck
not
you
a
doing?
factor. You know, I can see you had a show, like a major TV show that was going, or you had not been nominated before, or something. No, you're not even a factor. You overcome in on some stuff because your husband, and he wasn't even that good in Concussion.
He was terrible in
Well,
Concussion.
he played a Nigerian with the Irish accent.
With an American
But
accent.
it also it was a thing that's saying that Chris Rock went too far with the lynching and raping joke. I disagree. I thought it was right on
funny.
time.
Yeah, I thought it was
I was like,
Spot the one.
and that was the moment. Like, this is my first time actually hearing it. I did look it up that night and read it, but I was like, well, at least he got one in. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
No, we got a couple in too with the shooting
did get a
thing
couple,
too. I mean,
yeah.
like it was a transition to like, and now we're being shot on the street every day. Like he's a comedian. Comedians are supposed to be provocative.
I didn't mind. I thought his opening monologue was solid. It was okay. My thing is, I was thinking about the whole thing. The Oscar so white, the controversy around it is lack of inclusion of diversity in it. All of his jokes,
Or about black
all of the
people.
jokes that were made, everything was black, all black. Diversity is not just black. Diversity is Asian. It's Hispanic.
Right,
it's
but he
all
can't-
these
but
cultures.
He can't speak to
on
that
what he doesn't
experience.
know.
He can't
Well,
speak to that
yeah, he can't speak to it.
experience.
But again, they had other presenters there. The girl, I forget her name, but like the girl from show Quantico, she's the lead actress in that. She was there. You know, they could have given her some type of, like they had
Oh,
to
what
sketch
what
with.
color is she?
Brown.
She's brown, right?
Brown people.
But no, he had the sketch in there. It was like Black History Fact where Angela Bassett did this thing. I don't know if y'all saw that,
No.
but
I didn't watch
it just
it.
was stupid.
Okay.
And then they had another sketch where Chris Rock was like interviewing folks regarding
Yeah, I heard
Oscar
about
So White. It was stupid. It just it didn't really work too well. But I just think that he could have. I liked his opening monologue. I liked his opening monologue, but I do think that it could have been more jokes in there. More diverse jokes in there as opposed to it just being black. And also, I don't think that while it was funny because everybody was thinking that shit about Jada Pinkett, I don't think him making jabs at other black actors, you know, kind of helped the Oscar
Yeah.
So White.
I mean, like
That's what
I
did have
Yeah.
conflict about it.
Because
I
everybody-
did have a moment
back-
where I was
well,
like,
who
Back
I
when
think
Jada,
Jada-
but no,
Jada.
Jada,
Right, not out of the house. Don't pull it out of the house.
Because you're right, that's kitchen table talk.
Right,
So
yeah.
then Will,
Yeah.
like he was talking about Will, after Jada talking about it was unfair that Will got paid $20 million for
For
Wild Wild West. So it's like, that's all the shit that we said when Jada put that video out talking about boycott the Oscars.
Right.
But
But like that's us.
That's
It was like, it was like
you know,
when Bill
yeah.
Cosby got in front of those white folks and was like, nigga,
And
pull
no-
your pants up. It
let
was
me
that
tell
whole
you,
situation.
them white folks, they was clapping and applauding at everything. They were scared as
Yeah.
shit.
Because they didn't know what to do. Because
Yeah.
the lynching joke should have
The-
got no applause.
No kind of
Right.
applause. But the one
I'm
thing,
glad you said
hold
it,
on, the
though.
one thing the crowd audience did not applaud on was when Chris Rock introduced the
Stacey
Academy's new diversity
Like, what was
coordinator.
y'all thinking?
We got that
Nobody.
clip. These white people do not, number one, know who Stacey Dash is.
One.
Number one.
And I mean, I'm sure some of the white folks, they know
Well, they
Fox
know- they
News.
do,
They watch
Fox
Fox
News.
News. However, they knew that was an appropriate time to not clap their damn hands.
Right. If they would have had a standing ovation for that girl, I mean, come on, they would have been on the chopping
It
block.
was
the
just
next day.
so awkward.
But also,
was
like
awkward.
my
It
whole
was-
thing
it was
is,
awkward.
I'm mad at Stacey Dash still. Like, dude, like you gonna make fun even though you know you done fucked up? Come on,
Right.
now.
Yeah, she knows.
Let the shit go.
Stacey Dash is just in it for the money. She
I
got
think
paid for that appearance,
she's
I'm
an
sure.
idiot. Also.
Oh, well, that's been
Oh, yeah,
established.
we
We've been
established
knew
that.
that.
But did Chris Rock write the joke? I mean, like, come
probably.
on.
I think Chris
so.
did write that joke. I think that,
think so.
but the thing is, it wasn't even bad on Chris's fault. For some reason, it was more. I think it would have been funnier if he was like Stacey
was a
Dash
flop.
and she didn't come out.
Yeah.
Like then it would have been funny.
That would have
but
been funny.
That would
Yeah.
have been
I
funny.
would have laughed at that.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
when I watched it, I had no idea that she was really coming out.
Right.
So when the first time I saw it,
I
think it was
laughed-
on
I
Facebook,
laughed when
I
he
was
first-
like, oh, Stacey Dash.
I
Oh,
laughed and
shit.
said, "Oh shit, this bitch
Because
pranced
even
out
then when
there."
she came out, I thought that someone actually made a video cut because they showed them two together on
Right.
the stage. She just comes out from somewhere, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this is funny. Somebody did this, and I realized it was real, and I was like, oh, this is bullshit. This
That's
is
right.
a horrible joke. This is horrible.
I'm just glad they actually. I'm glad it was Chris Rock. It wasn't Kevin Hart. Because Kevin Hart wouldn't have did shit. He wouldn't have said nothing.
I don't think Kevin Hart said anything.
Hart-
either.
But he don't have enough
Yeah.
clout. He doesn't have
Yeah.
enough clout.
He's a
Yeah.
puppet. But he's a
Eddie
puppet.
Murphy could have had
Kevin
stuff
Hart
to
didn't
do
mess up
it.
their white people.
Yeah, he's not
But
messing up his money.
If it wasn't Eddie Murphy, outside of Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock is the only one who probably could do what he did that night.
What did you see? You see what even Cat Williams went at Chris Rock.
Yeah,
Did
he
you
went.
see
He
that?
went. No, he went at Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Kevin Hart. He was
I'm
like,
the short one. The short one. I was like the short one.
So all of them.
but he was basically like, Kevin, I challenge you to a battle on stage.
Yeah.
$1 million, put $1 million up, and don't. If you're not a puppet, don't bring them white people.
Listen,
Who did that?
But my thing is, though,
he's like, if you ain't a puppet, don't bring them white
but
people.
why is he mad at how Kevin Hart is making his money?
I mean,
I'm
like,
sorry, you can't be mad at
Cat
his
had
hustle.
his moment. He just couldn't handle the drugs.
Exactly. Cat had his moment.
Yeah,
And Cat is dope.
Yeah,
And he's Cat Williams is funny as shit.
He's so
Kevin
funny.
Hart is just smarter.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
He's more
He's just
business-
smarter.
he's more business
Kevin
minded.
is as funny as Cat, but
Right.
he's
He played the game.
the Wait, I can't get mad at you if you play the
But
game.
they- but
He
they
playing
dress
chess.
on.
Right.
He ain't playing checkers.
Yeah. Well, Kevin also I forgot my thought. Fuck. Oh, he's a one-trick pony. That's what I was gonna say.
What do you mean?
He's a one-trick pony. He does the same. He's like the same.
over and over.
But it
and
works
over.
for him, so
It
No,
does.
it works with white folk.
it would. No, I've seen. No, I've
He thinks
seen.
like that.
But he's not. I've seen.
He
I
makes
haven't
you-
seen
but
him
he
in his
makes you laugh.
Recent movies because he's just not.
Did you see Ride Along too?
Because you
I
know,
didn't see Ride Along too, but I saw
I
Ride Along
don't
one.
laugh at him anymore.
Because-
Right,
know
the
what
first
to
Ride
expect.
Along was actually
It was
entertaining.
good. No, the first
entertaining
one was
as fuck.
good.
Yeah.
The second, I fell asleep within 10 minutes.
I didn't see this. I didn't watch the second one.
I don't really like Ice Cube.
Really?
I can't watch
Should I
Ice
say
Cube.
that on- should
I
I
can't
say
watch
that?
Ice Cube in movies after Higher Learning.
I'm through with this.
After Friday,
You know what?
Friday.
I'm through.
Friday came before
Lord.
Higher Learning.
No, High Learning came before Friday.
Did it?
Yes. High Learning came way
All
before.
about the
Friday was like
Benjamins.
96.
All about the Benjamins wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you're right.
Really
you're right,
off
you're right.
topic.
Come on now.
Oh no, we're really
I've seen
okay. So
all of it.
yeah. So stay with the Oscars though. Aside from that, so I watched the entire show. One thing that they did do good, they had this interjection in there where they had a lot of the films that were nominated. They interjected black actors in there, like Whoopi Goldberg, Chris
come
Rock.
on, man.
You know, they interjected them scenes.
You mean
It was-
Oprah?
I mean, right, we don't get to that. It was really funny, and then also congratulations to Leo DiCaprio. He finally won
I
for.
love him.
I was
lead
happy that
actor.
Leo won. I
So that
love
was
Leo.
One that was
Me
good
too.
because that was a well deserved.
That wasn't his best movie though.
It wasn't.
No,
I
of
don't.
course
I
not.
haven't seen it, so I can't speak to it.
If he
But
lost, I feel like he would have gotten up and walked the hell up out of them
walk the
Oscars.
fuck out of that. If he'd lost, he'd have stood up and said Black Lives Matter,
Right.
there in front of everybody.
Somebody was like, Rihanna
I
on the
thought
phone
he
right
was-
there talking about, what's up, big head? What you doing?
I thought Leo when he came to the podium.
I
I thought Leo when he came to the
Yeah.
podium. I thought he was gonna have a white folks moment.
Right.
was
Well,
such a
with
weird-
all that, just when we was trying to make our point on the hashtag Oscar so white. So the red carpet, a big part of these award shows. Whoopi Goldberg, she walked the red carpet, and this beauty company, True Beauty, they sent out a tweet. I'm sorry, Total Beauty sent out a tweet mistaking Whoopi for Oprah. Posted this photo and said, "We had no idea Oprah was tatted, and we love it." Hashtag Oscars Total
Is she
Beauty.
really?
I love it.
Well,
Fuck
as
it.
y'all know, the Black Twitterverse does not like it when y'all mess. I don't know how people feel about Whoopi nowadays. However, at this event, when we
Jumping
got
back
Oscar
fast.
So White,
And there's two black people.
And it's two black people
It
there.
has its moments. You can't do it here.
well, of course, Black Twitter came back and they began. I only got a couple of tweets, but they started a bunch of tweets like this one. Seth Rogen has just arrived on the red carpet and he's ready to win tonight. Hashtag Oscars. Clearly, that's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Who tweeted that? What that?
Nathan Zed.
Oh, okay.
And then this one right here, we had no idea Leonardo DiCaprio was tatted, and we love it. That is Tom,
Tom
Hardy.
He's
So Black Twitter came back for y'all saying we don't all look alike, but all y'all do look alike.
I mean, for real, fuck Whoopi. Still. I'm still on the fuck Whoopi
Yes,
brain.
But
okay, how do you
at the
know-
same time,
not
that's
know what
Whoopi
Oprah
Goldberg
But you
looks
supposed
like?
to know.
How do you not know what
But
Oprah
you should know who
looks
Whoopi.
like?
Well, you should know who Whoopi looks like too, though.
Yes, but Oprah is like you can't escape her. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you
Right.
know, everybody
Oprah
knows who
is
that
Oprah.
is. Yeah.
She's
Right.
like Michael Jackson.
Oprah's Oprah and Whoopi is Whoopi. I'm sorry, y'all know who
But
these
Whoopi,
two women are.
but you saw what Whoopi said.
Whoopi-
Whoopi was like, she was like, I mean, I don't care. She said if that was mistaken for anybody, I'm glad it was Oprah. Oprah
Right.
was good.
Listen, I'm mad, but
Yeah.
Whoopi is in front of white folks' homes
Then
5
my
days a
homeboy
week.
was on Twitter.
And she's getting that money. She
my
don't
homeboy was
care.
on Twitter drawing eyebrows on all Whoopi Goldberg pictures.
And she still don't look like
She still
Oprah.
don't look like Oprah.
All right, y'all. So
Yeah.
moving along.
Oh, but real quick, so I did get a shout out last week for Oscar So White from Jet Magazine. Jet Magazine nominated my film to be one of the films to watch. Instead of the Oscars, if you were boycotting the Oscars, they nominated my film.
Yes.
I was the first one on the list.
All right, Seeking
Way to go,
Asylum. Check
Jet
it out.
Magazine, I appreciate it.
Yeah, they still around? Just on internet.
I had no
Just on
idea.
internet.
I had no idea. No, I didn't know.
They stopped
sent me a
print.
link.
They
Somebody
stopped
sent me a
print.
link and was
Have
like,
y'all any shame?
my homeboy was like, "Did you see this?" I was like, "I saw my name."
All right, cool.
Y'all
We gotta get back on topic. We gotta
They
get
still got Black Centerfold though, like you know the
back
video of the
on
week.
like video of the week. All right,
I think
y'all.
it doesn't
So
exist in
today,
print.
y'all know it's Super Tuesday.
Y'all ain't shit, boy.
All right, y'all.
Jazz got y'all through a lot of days, all right.
Good. My mama still
I
got
used to read
her
it when I was
election.
in my
Mama, you ain't right, Mama. Let it
all
go.
right.
Hashtag let it go.
So today is Super
Can we turn the
Tuesday, you
fan on?
guys, and we are. Can you help us out? Turn the fan on. Thank you. So today is Super Tuesday, y'all. The
We have
primaries.
an audience.
Everybody has been, going through the elections with the primaries. You got the Democrats, the Republicans. So I don't know if it was a surprise or not, but Donald Trump definitely took majority for the Republican Party. He took Alaska, Arkansas, Georgia, Massachusetts, Tennessee, Vermont, and Virginia, while Ted Cruz was able to grab Oklahoma and Texas, and Mark Rubio got Minnesota. Kasich and Carson left with nothing. And
That's
then,
not surprising.
right, and then on the Democratic side,
actually good though.
hang on, the Democratic side, Hillary, she took Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Massachusetts, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia, while Bernie got Colorado, Minnesota, Oklahoma, and Vermont.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
I'm just.
I mean, this is the thing that's concerning me. I mean, Trump isn't winning like the metropolitan areas. He's winning Tennessee. He's winning Arkansas, places like that, which is bubble. We call it bubble. And then, but white folk, lower class white folk, up to middle class. But those are the states that help swing the pendulum.
Probably even upper class.
You know?
The states that matter when the election comes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like y'all not paying attention. Like y'all over there turning up while this dude's over here
He's
racking up
He's one of the
wins.
states where the electorate is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what
And
he
so
said.
basically, Donald Trump is
He's
going
gonna
to
be
be
president.
he's going to be the Republican nominee,
And
right?
maybe the president.
and probably the president of the United States.
would not surprise me if he became
But y'all over there turning up though.
Right. Well,
I'm so disappointed in my home
the
state,
two
Virginia.
front runners, Hillary and Donald, they both had some controversy going around. So last week, Hillary Clinton, she responded to the Black Lives Matter activists who demanded an apology from her. Last week, Wednesday, Ashley Williams of Black Lives Matter confronted Hillary at a private Charleston, South Carolina fundraiser, and it was she was holding up a banner with a slogan but words that Hillary said previously, saying that we have to bring them to heal. William asked Clinton to apologize to Black America for mass incarceration. And Hillary said, looking back, she shouldn't have said those words. We got a picture of them at the event. Hillary is speaking. As you can see, the girl is holding up the banner there. In her apology, Clinton explained the statement was made in regards to the impact of violent crimes and vicious drug cartels and the particular danger they pose to children and families. Her life's work has been about lifting up children and young people who've been let down by the system or by society, and she plans to continue to advocate for replacing school to prison pipeline with a cradle to college pipeline.
I don't even know.
I mean,
Bullshit.
I think my whole thing, like, I've been keeping up with shit that Hillary says just because
Just for
I
her.
know, right? Because it's a lot of bullshit that she's putting out there and making it seem like she didn't have a lot to do with
Yeah.
a lot of these black folks
And
where
yeah,
they are.
yeah.
And it's like I listened to a thing today, and she was saying that we want to get young African Americans back in touch with their families. Well, you lock their families up.
True.
You lock their father. Like, you can't be saying all this shit that you're gonna do for black people when you had a big role in incarcerating the same black people.
Is this a situation where this is like where all the chickens are coming home to roost? Or like either the minorities that they so-called fought for all those years and had the support of and have turned their back on them because they're out of touch, or because of the reason what you're saying, like we come to grips like, okay, the truth is coming out. You weren't really for me. You really was against me.
I
And you
think-
used me to get you in there though.
Somewhere in the last 8 years, like 8 years ago when we was time to vote, a lot of us was for her.
Right.
But somewhere
Yeah.
in the last 8 years, a lot of those people have grown
We got a
up.
black president right now.
Right, and a lot of people have grown up and who were young who couldn't vote when Hillary was running last time, and they now see what happened. Like, shit changed.
Yeah.
So like she's using this formula that she used back in 2008,
It's
and it's
not
not working
working.
because now we see that the bullshit that you were doing. And because we had to do, like me personally, I feel like we've dealt with bullshit for the last 8 years, and now we want to see something better. And the only other thing we have is Bernie Sanders, who, if I had to support someone, that's who I would support.
That's who I have to support.
I mean, like, who else can you support?
Right.
But
America's definitely not ready for a socialist president.
right.
So it's
I'm
like,
ready for it.
I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for it.
I'm very much so. I wish he was.
I'm
black.
not excited about any of these candidates.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
It's nothing that I'm like, ooh, I'm torn between. No, I don't want to vote
Me
for
neither.
any of them, but you have to lean to who is best in your interest.
Yeah.
But it's like y'all said, are you really best in my interest, or are you just going for my vote?
Well, no, Hillary. I mean, the thing is also, I think that right now, especially black youth are in the forefront. Like we're trending topic. Like. In the most literal sense. Yes,
I'll be you today.
I was 10 in 1997.
I'll be
How old are
you.
you?
Hey, I'll be you today.
I was wrong.
Call me
I
you.
think I was fucking in 97.
Back on topic. Why we keep doing this? Y'all been go ahead. Brianna, finish your thought. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Anyway, because it's trending, because it's like people are talking about it and it's so prevalent. Like fucking like Nylon, like regular weird magazines who don't give a shit about us. This month, all of a sudden care because we're so vocal. Like we have this mass voice on the internet now that can't be ignored. Like we can't be ignored the same way that we have been. And so I think that Hillary wasn't prepared for that. Wasn't prepared for how strong the pushback is from
The pushback
young
is real.
black youth.
Right.
Young black youth.
Right, yeah. I'll accept it. But I think what's going to happen, though, like, at this point, she knows that she's going to be the nominee for Democratic.
You think so?
She's gonna be nominated.
Yeah,
She'll be the
She's
nominee.
gonna be nominated. But can she?
It'll be
Tuesday
close.
results.
It'll be close, but it will be Hillary Clinton.
But can she beat
And-
Trump?
No.
And that's the question.
That's the
No,
question.
she can't.
Trump is gonna mess around and be president.
Right. Oh, I'll be out long before
Where
November.
can we just?
So-
We all talked about where we're going.
We ain't talking about that. But with that though, again, so not only is Hillary, being called out for her actions, but Donald Trump, he did an interview Sunday on
Please talk about
CNN
this,
where he
dude.
was asked about David Duke and the KKK and their endorsement for him. So we're gonna play a part of his interview and we'll come back and talk about that.
Nothing about David Duke. I know nothing about white supremacists. And so you're asking me a question that I'm supposed to be talking about people that I know nothing about.
There are these groups and individuals endorsing you. Would you just say unequivocally you condemn them and you don't want their support?
Well, I have to look at the group. I mean, I don't know what group you're talking about. You wouldn't want me to condemn a group that I know nothing about. I'd have to look. If you would send me a list of the groups, I will do research on them. And certainly I would disavow if I thought there was something wrong. But you
Ku
may
Klux
have groups
Klan?
in there that are totally fine, and it would be very unfair. So give me a list of the groups, and I'll let you know.
Okay. I mean, I'm just talking about David Duke and the Ku Klux Klan here, but...
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know David Duke. I don't believe I've ever met him. I'm pretty sure I didn't meet him, and I just don't know anything about him.
Taper's face, he said, I'm talking about the Ku Klux Klan. He's like, the fuck?
How much research do you have to do for the KKK?
Right.
There's no research yet.
Well,
Outside of your father
hang
being
on.
a member.
Hang on,
His father was a
so-
member of the Klan.
Donald, hang on,
Yeah.
y'all. Donald,
Trump.
he came back and said that his comments, he blamed a bad earpiece. Said he was sitting in a house in Florida with a bad earpiece. He could hardly hear what Taper was saying. He could hear various groups, and he does not mind disavowing anyone, and claims that he disavowed Duke the day before at a major conference.
Because we're so fucked.
No,
We're
that's
so
not what
fucked.
happened at the major conference. What happened at the major conference was a person out in the crowd had made reference to the KKK, and he didn't disavow them then. He had an opportunity to disavow them. There was numerous people out there, white folk, that was out there with KKK shirts, supporting the KKK, and he didn't say nothing to them. He didn't say yay or nay. So that's a lie. I saw that. It was Anaheim.
But his father was a member and was arrested at a Klan rally, so he knows all about the Klan, I'm sure.
Probably
Come
in
on
the Klan
now.
himself.
Probably a member of the Klan.
Indoctrinated.
He probably really
Honorary member.
probably is a member of the Klan.
Doctorate.
Can we talk about Kelly
Grand
Price's
No,
degree?
no, y'all stop getting off
Leave.
Leave.
Leave. 2 minutes.
So,
2 minutes.
we'll save time for
Wait, I
that.
don't
So,
know what
Donald
to think
Trump also, he now
You ain't
says, While speaking at a rally at Radford University, he says the press is amazingly dishonest. Okay, I think
I
the
can't
press
stand
is
it.
a real problem in this country. One of the things that's very important to me, I think the press is worse. They're worse than the politicians. What he says that he will sue the press for printing and writing dishonest or incorrect stories about him.
Really?
The press is why you are
Where you
you
are.
Also, has he ever
Are
read
you
the Constitution?
serious?
Has he
He
read
knows
the
that.
Exactly.
Have you read the Constitution? You know
Freedom
that
of
that's
speech.
And you know,
Well, he got to go do some
There-
research about that.
Right, and I don't
Right.
agree.
Oh yeah, you got to do research about
I
that.
don't agree with much of what like any of the people running says, but like Ted Cruz has a lot to say about Donald Trump. And a lot
Ted
of it is
Cruz.
true though.
Are we coming into Ted Cruz?
Oh,
no,
okay,
Rubio. I'm sorry,
but a
Rubio.
lot of shit that he says about Donald Trump
Rubio need to take a
is
seat.
extremely true. Like he's like, Donald Trump is saying we need to get rid of immigration and all this stuff. But
Hey.
90% of your work is at your hotels.
Come on now.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Most of the people that have ever worked for you are the people that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So how can you say this stuff about these people?
Yeah.
And nobody's paying attention. I watched the video today where the guy went around Trump territories and gave Hitler quotes and was like, well, Donald Trump, and said Donald Trump said it. He was like, well, Donald Trump says this. How do you feel about that? And people were like, yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. And it was all this shit Hitler believed in. And how Hitler basically persecuted the Jews using this hate speech. And the same people were like, oh, yes, we do need to sterilize the people in these countries and these towns. And it was like, oh my God.
Like, come
These
on,
people
man.
are crazy.
You guys, we're really fucked. Like,
Well,
this is kind of serious.
What's crazy
It's,
was
like, I think-
Somebody, I can't say somebody needs to kill him, but.
I think that we're so
you
we're so kind of like in this state of
Yeah, I
this.
hope you're
We're
okay
really
with
not
that.
going to let this happen. That we don't see that it actually is happening because
It's-
everybody's
it's
like,
happening.
"Oh, Donald Trump ain't gonna win. Oh,
It's
he ain't gonna
happening.
win." Like we
He's
don't
gonna
see
win.
like this is happening. He
happening.
is sweeping the Republican Party.
Yep.
But the thing that is so interesting to me is that it's a lot of the Republicans that do not want him as their nominee. So who the fuck is voting for him on that side? That's putting him, in
Well,
the high position.
there are people like the governor, the first senator or governor finally endorsed him yesterday of Alabama. Endorsed
Yeah,
him.
right. But that's the thing.
So
you
people
got
are-
he
Bubba.
also-
You got Bubba endorsing you.
And on Friday, he got an endorsement from New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Senator, is he senator or governor?
Y'all playing right now.
But yeah, people are endorsing
Chris
Trump.
Christie endorsed?
Chris Christie
Yeah.
endorsed
Yeah.
Donald Trump. He is with Donald
He's getting
Trump.
credible, influential endorsements, and y'all over there turning
We
up.
waiting on Chris Christie to have a heart attack. I'm just waiting. That's
I said it had to be something that Chris Donald had to tell him he gonna make
I'm
him
sure, like,
his
there's something there
VP
for all these
or
people,
Secretary
like-
of State or
And y'all
something.
forget, he got enough money to be like, hey,
That's
we'll
what I'm
slide you
saying.
10, 15
He has
mil.
enough money.
Let me get
Well,
that
we
endorsement.
don't know if he has the money. He won't release his tax documents.
Oh, because
either.
he's being audited right now.
And
Like,
he said
come
people
on
are
now.
saying that he probably doesn't have, because he's filed bankruptcy, which really means nothing when
It
you
does
have
not
that
mean
much money.
anything,
But
right.
who knows how much he has? But there's something definitely being offered to these people who are saying, "I support Trump. I back Trump."
Because clearly your right mind isn't leading
Well,
to these
Trump's
endorsements.
one of Trump's Republican running mate. One of the people in the
Yeah,
Republican
running
Party, Marco Rubio. So a few weeks ago, Rubio told CBN News that he would not stoop to Donald Trump-style personal attacks at his GOP presidential rivals because it's beneath the office that he's seeking, but also he says, I don't want to embarrass my kids. My kids are watching this campaign. I want to be an example to them. Those were his words about 2 weeks ago. Well, since then, Marco has
Been obliterated.
Marco has gotten a little dirty, a little Trump
Has he?
style. Yeah, we got a little bit of some of the
Oh,
things he
pig.
said, so let's check it out.
But he would be the oldest president ever elected, and it's like an 8-year term, so you start to worry. So how does this guy, not in one tweet, 3 tweets, misspell words so badly? And I only reached 2 conclusions. Number 1, that's how they spell those words at the Wharton School of Business, where he went. Or number 2, just like Trump Tower, he must have hired a foreign worker to do his own tweets. He's always calling me Little Marco. And I'll admit, the guy, he's taller than me. He's like 6'2", which is why I don't understand why his hands are the size of someone who's 5'2". Have you seen his hands? And you know what they say about men with small hands? You can't trust them. You can't trust them.
You can't. You
So-
cannot.
Can't trust
You
small hands.
Now, this is what I will
cannot.
say, though. I feel as though, Marco,
He's right.
one, you have just completely
Lie. He's a liar. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar, Marco Rubio.
basically, there you go.
Fucking GOP Republican.
I can't think of what word I was going to use, but there you go. But then secondly, it wasn't smart of you to say that because I feel like you may have just pushed away two groups of people that potentially could have voted for you. One, the joke you said about foreigners, whatever Republican foreigners, they may have then thought of you calling them illiterate and less
Are
stupid.
there any Republican foreigners?
I'm sure there's black Republicans.
Black
so,
Republicans.
and then the
believe that's
secondly, saying that he has little people hands. You don't
I mean,
know.
Like, you don't know how much
the
of
Republican
population-
little people community might be strong as fuck.
Didn't he win Didn't he win the Hispanic vote in Nevada?
Who, Rubio?
No, Trump. Trump also won the Latino vote.
Because they know they're gonna work
in the
with
state
Trump.
of Nevada.
They're
Do
gonna work
they know,
with
do
Trump.
they know what? Do they know what he's been?
They can't.
I
They
think
can't.
this is the portion of the show where I'm faded. So
Well, if y'all
Oh,
want to see,
that's how I know you.
if y'all want to see more,
I knew I
see
knew
this
you.
off topicness. What's going on? We got ADD at
Yeah,
the
you
table
got Aaron
today.
Spicer. Okay.
So, if y'all care to see what's going on with these Republicans, they are having their GOP debate on Thursday with
I have never seen the debate.
Megyn Kelly and
I
Trump.
like so he's showing up.
Trump will be there on
So
Thursday.
he decided to go with Megyn Kelly. Now.
Yes, Republican contenders debate Thursday night in Detroit, moderated by Megyn Kelly. Trump's campaign tells the Daily Mail that he will take part despite his long-running feud with Kelly. They clashed at the first Fox debate, and he was later accused of misogyny for saying there was blood coming out of her. So let's see what happens this
At
time.
what
But that
point?
last debate they had,
vagina.
Daryl, you was talking about it.
Badge.
Yeah,
Her cunt.
there's blood coming out of her. He
It's
basically,
women go through that
Their
a lot.
period.
You know that.
Who,
It's not new.
who y'all voting
right?
for? Who you voting for?
I'm not.
I
I'm
mean-
gonna vote for Bernie Sanders. What else am I supposed to do?
I'm just mad he said he's
I'm
actually
voting for
saw
whoever
blood
wins
coming
the
out.
Green
Okay.
Party. I don't know.
I don't know. All right, y'all. So moving along. So now on to some other news. So we have these two stories. One coming out of North Carolina. So a man was shot 7 times while running away from the police. Raleigh, North Carolina police officers been placed on administrative duty pending the investigation of shooting death of a young black man who was wanted on a warrant. The man's name is Akil Dankins. This is Akil right here. The officer declined to identify the dead man on Monday. However, the man who was fatally wounded by officer, the mother, she identified him as Akil. And that's his picture right there. And then secondly, another young man who's in the news is this guy. His name is Greg Gunn. Greg Gunn, he's 58 of Montgomery, Alabama. He died early Thursday morning. He was shot and killed by police officer A.C. Smith yards in front of his house. The official said Smith deemed Gunn as suspicious when he left his car and approached Gunn on foot. A struggle ensued before Smith, who was white, shot Gunn, who was black. Neighbors said that they heard a commotion. One said they heard the banging on his windows before the shots were fired. So.
I don't really want to talk about this.
I think we just need to start killing cops, man. Start shooting their ass back. We need to start shooting them back.
Like,
Fuck
what
it.
is, for me, this
That's
story, the
crazy.
story with Greg, what
I'm
is
telling you.
deemed suspicious?
Being black?
Being black.
Being black, that's it.
That-
Black
that's
while
the-
chewing gum, black while reading, black while walking down the street, black while driving, black
existing,
everything.
just existing as a
black
black person.
while existing.
Where's Huey
It's a
Newton when you need him?
suspicious act.
Yeah.
We need some who? We need some. Where the Panthers at?
We did a screening of Seeking Asylum last Thursday, and it made me so upset. There was a black woman in there, and she was like, "I know I'm going to get some heat for saying this," and I'm standing there like, "Oh, God."
here
And
we
I'm
go.
I'm in the front of everybody taking questions, and she
Yeah.
says, "Well, it's the youth. If we spoke well."
So she's
And
Bill
you
Cosby.
pull our pants
She
up.
really said that?
I
I'm
swear
sorry,
to God, these
y'all.
were her
Wow.
words.
Was she
I swear
really
to
said
God, these were her words. And as I was about to say something, the young girl in the back said, was like, "You need to shut the fuck up." Those are respectability
saved you.
politics. Yeah,
Saved
because
you.
I wasn't going to go that far, but I was going to be like, but
You
I did speak, but it was after the girl, like her and the girl got into an argument after that. And the girl was like, "No." She was like, "They were lynching slaves in suits." It's like, I got held at gunpoint in a sweater and some slacks. You know what I mean? Like, it does not matter. They're
Yeah.
gonna kill you either way.
Yeah.
So it's dumb. You know what I mean? And it's the issue. I think we just need to start protecting ourselves.
Yeah.
I think we need to march into these Capitol buildings with guns and say, we will shoot
I mean, I
you.
completely,
Black Panther 2.0.
I
Black Panther
completely
2.0.
disagree with
We
that.
need to be
2.0.
I completely disagree with that. However, that's what we go back to our Martin Malcolm on the ends of the table. You got Malcolm down there. You got Martin down here.
But I think it has to be a little bit of both these days. I mean, it's crazy.
I didn't say we need to go in there and kill them, though. I'm not
Right.
saying go into the office and
You
kill them.
said we need to go in there and shoot them.
No, I ain't saying to the Capitol building and shoot. I said we need to go in there with guns.
And then do
show
what?
them and show
We're
like we are
already
not
put
afraid
up-
of y'all.
So we go in there with guns. They start shooting, and then
we
we
gonna
start.
shoot back.
guys
We have every right to protect. We have like
Now-
two people
Right to
said.
their own.
I have
Hang on,
every
hang on,
right
hang
to
on. One at a
protect
time, one at a
myself.
time.
We're-
Just like I told everybody to get a gun license on February 17th. It was my birthday. I said that should be the national day that every black.
Everybody should
every
not
black
have
person
a
should have a
gun.
gun
No,
license.
everybody should not have a
I don't know how I
gun.
feel
White,
about
black,
that,
I don't
though.
care.
You
Guns.
guys, we're now all 4 of us are on the FBI watch list.
Y'all said, I don't know these
I've been on that.
Negroes.
I've been had to negotiate. You know, shit.
I honestly think it has to be a little bit of both ends because at some point, if you take the Martin approach, I mean, you're gonna continue to be oppressed and
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
taken
tired of
advantage
hugging
of.
these- I'm tired of
But
hugging these
then
people.
you at the same time, you can't just keep turning the other cheek either. Like, I mean, we need some Huey P. Newton right now.
We need Nat Turner.
Yeah.
You know,
We need
Yeah.
Nat Turner coming in and just kill these motherfuckers. Because if y'all don't do it, somebody's gonna do it.
I mean, I'm watching Blackish, y'all, and it's crazy how they actually talked about it on the show. But like the mom, she had audacity to say, well, when you talk to the police, you be quiet. You say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. But even that shit don't work no more.
I had a homeboy say that to me last
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
I had dinner with a friend of mine, and he's very much like. Imagine what I just said. He's the opposite.
Antithesis,
He's black. And I told him about when I got pulled over by police and had a gun point. He was like, "Well, what did you do?"
See, that's what
What
I'm talking
what
about,
made them do
though.
that to
You said, wait, I'm sorry, miss. You said your friend was black?
He's black, and I almost hit the shit out of him.
As
for
you
saying
should.
that.
As you should.
And then he's like, well, me. If a cop pulls me over, I'm going to be very respectful. I'm
So
going to
why-
ask
so
him to say yes, sir, no, sir. I was like,
You would just be-
fuck that. I'm not here for nobody's comfort. He was like, and that's why you're going to get shot. And I realized that I will probably get shot before he gets shot. But I can't get I got pulled over the other day, and my homegirl recorded the whole thing. I got pulled over coming from the screening of the film, and I was in Skid Row. The cop pulls me over, rolled past a drug dealer, by the way, to pull me over for a headlight. And so he's talking to me
For a headlight?
Huh?
You said a
My
headlight.
headlight was,
Your headlight,
was out
okay.
apparently. And so I'm in the car. He was like, "So I'm going to give you this warning." I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" And me and the cop are actually I'm going at it. The cop is actually a really nice guy apparently, but I'm mad, and I'm like, I'm not going to take this.
Yeah.
And so she's sitting there, and my homegirl sitting.
Wait,
in the seat,
so
and
I'm
I love her.
trying
She
to
got her camera
follow. I'm
out
trying to follow. He pulled you over because your headlight was out.
because one of my headlights was out.
When your headlight, it was out.
My headlight was
Okay.
out,
And
but
you-
he came to me and was like, "Well, I'm not going to give you a ticket." So, and then he just start asking these irrelevant questions.
Okay.
So where are you going? Where are you coming from?
See, that's the shit
Why
I'm
are you
talking
going? And I'm
about.
sitting there like, no. And my
Is
homegirl
that,
sitting
is
there
that,
with her
well, I have
camera
a
out,
question
and she's
because
like,
when I've been
this-
pulled
she works
over,
for PBS,
but when I've been
she's like,
pulled over,
this
I
is
have been
normal.
asked,
I'm
where are
recording.
you going, where you coming from? I don't know because I don't have any cop friends. Is that
They
a
can't-
question that
you don't
they're
have to
supposed
answer
to
no.
ask?
No, you don't have to answer no
You don't
question.
have to answer.
You have to answer no question.
You don't have to answer. They were like, oh. And I said, but I told her, I was like, well, I had a screening for my film Seeking Asylum in Pasadena. He was like, oh, you made it from Pasadena? And that's when I was like, oh.
You taking shots at me.
I either take the shot at me or my car. And I don't play that shit. But it's dumb. Like, don't do that. And my homegirl, I love her to death because she's in the passenger seat like, oh, I work. She has her badge out because she works for PBS, and she's like, "Oh, this is going on the news. I'm going to report this."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I will probably be killed by a cop because I get pulled over all the time, and I always.
Same
But
here.
do you just
Same here. I
do
get
a
pulled
question?
over
Do you
all the time.
ride?
Take
Do
that.
you drive with that mentality? I will probably be killed by a cop if a cop, comes
No,
behind you,
If
and
a
doesn't
cop
pull
pulls
you
me
over, or
over,
a cop pulls you over.
if a cop pulls me over, I have the mentality of I know my rights. Two, I'm not here to make him comfortable in
Right.
his job.
Right.
So
Right.
you don't ask me shit that
Right.
is none of your business.
Right.
Just like the other day, I got pulled over. My car was given out, and I pulled over into a cemetery. Somebody in the cemetery called the police on me because I'm sitting there trying to look up something on my phone, and the cop pulls up behind me and is like, "Oh, someone called the police. Can I see your license for what?" I can't sit here and look something up on my phone. Would you rather me do it while driving down the highway? And I'm sitting there like, all I had to
Right.
say was, "Here's my license."
Don't get
But I
twisted.
can't do that.
I get
Right.
pulled over just as much as you do, and unfortunately, it's crazy. If I go through Culver City minding my own damn business, I'm gonna get pulled over.
Right.
Rain, sleet, or snow. I've been pulled over at gunpoint by police for in Mississippi, off top and just off top, not had no question asked, but gun pointed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you treat me like I'm guilty already, like I'm already done something illegal
Because you black.
because I'm
you
black.
I mean, I don't
for
fuck
no
with the
other
police either. A few
Okay.
times that I have been pulled
Yeah.
over, I know it was my damn fault. And I knew I was riding dirty, so I just had to shut the fuck
I
up.
mean, we all now. I
Like,
don't lie.
I
Sometimes
knew.
you gotta pick your
Sometimes,
battle.
like, and that's
Pick your battle
The
sometimes.
few times I have been pulled over, it has because
But don't
I
let
was
me-
speeding.
don't let me be right.
Or because I knew my registration or some shit I should have took care of. So I just had to
Right.
shut up.
Don't let, like the time I got pulled over in your car, I complied because I was like, this registration did.
Right, yeah.
Yes, officer. I know.
Yes, sir, no, sir.
Yes, sir. You know,
All right, y'all. So, last thing, we got to move on. So, this story came out. So, Leanne Arthur, a South Carolina teacher, was forced to resign after a student stole her phone and shared her nude pictures with classmates.
I didn't see this one. I didn't get this.
South Carolina teacher was forced to resign after student stole her phone. Leanne Arthur, 33, says she shouldn't be held responsible for the theft. Union County School District told her that she should resign. She could resign or she would be terminated. Her students have started a petition to bring her back with 250 signatures. The student who did steal her phone went unpunished.
Wow.
This is Leanne.
Is she working with something?
They said that she's 32.
Oh, she don't look like I want to see news of Leanne.
Right.
At 33.
Right. She looks like she's a good 50.
White people do not age well.
I agree with her though. I think that it's definitely not her fault that he stole the phone. I don't know too many. You have news in your phone?
I don't.
Hell yeah. Who
I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't?
I don't know.
Is it a new phone?
But you know what?
You ain't got news in yours either.
This phone is so old. I don't because people are crazy and you can hack into it easily. I work with kids a lot. Like I'm just not trying to get got. And then also like, never mind. Yeah, okay.
But I had a friend in a similar situation where he had some photos of him uploaded on social media. And he's a school teacher, and he had that battle to go through as well. But he got to keep his job. It's not her fault.
It's not her fault.
The kid needs to be punished for stealing the phone and for distributing pornography among other students.
There you go. That's
and
illegal.
so
too.
I think she should fight
She should
this all the
definitely
way.
keep her job.
It should be a lawsuit. I think it's a lawsuit against the school district because
don't go back to that school. First of all, she should quit anyway.
Of course,
because at that point,
they said she got the option to quit or she'd be terminated. So
her influence is tarnished at that point.
Yeah. But also, let's talk about the fact that she's a woman and your friend is a man. Like, that also exists, too. It's like the female body and female sexuality is so weird and scared. Men are so scared of it. So, that sucks because...
I'm not scared of any woman's...
Well, no. No, I'm just saying, like, men. Like, men as, like, a big... As, like, a big...
Shit out of their butt.
All right, we got more. We going over time.
I can show some appreciation.
He's like, don't get it
twisted. She should shoot the shit out of them and get paid.
Get paid and, like, relax.
Right, she should sue the fuck out of them. I don't think Leanne should be fired. All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it for hot topics, y'all. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. We'll be right back with viewer questions.
What about the period?
Everybody is on. Shots. Everybody.
All right, y'all. We are back. It is time now for viewer questions, our favorite part of the show, you guys. So if you have a question, you want us to help you out, just email us at tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. We will do our best to help you out. So y'all know I really don't read the questions before. I like to hear them fresh with y'all.
Okay.
I kind of just pick them and...
Can I read? Let me read one.
No.
No.
They be so ignorant.
No.
You want Darnell? You read number one. Darnell's gonna read. I'm scared for you to read the first one because I read the first thing. All
right,
give us the first one.
Long time.
This is really long.
Oh shit!
See, you need fat.
I got it. I weigh 327 pounds.
Oh no!
I'm 5 foot 11 inches tall, and I carry it better than most. I'm trying to diet to improve my health, but I crave sweets.
I hate this already.
I'm employed as a receptionist. My desk is behind an L-shaped counter, which is eye level above my computer screen. My boss insists on putting a candy dish right above my computer monitor directly in front of me. I'm trying moving it to the ends of the counter, out of my range of vision. And I'm trying placing it on the end of the tables in the reception area, but he moves it back again.
No, it's the way he read it.
My boss is a small person. If he was a girl, he'd be called petite.
Oh.
He doesn't battle weight like I do, nor does he seem to crave sweets the way I do. I sometimes work 10 to 12 hours a day, and it's torture. I talked to him about it, and he just laughed. I need my job, and I can't afford to lose it.
What? A candy dish.
Do you have a clever way I can get the point across?
Okay. Look,
you tell that nigga you trying to lose it.
Right.
Bitch, if you can lose your job over a candy bowl in front of you, that's some fat shit right there.
That's fat activity.
Have you any decency?
I want to see. Well, hold on. First off, she said she weighed 327, but she said she carries it better than most.
So you big fine? So are you big fine? You working with something, shouting?
You guys, that's like 3 of me. That's a lot. That's a lot.
But I mean, I think you really need to talk to your boss and make him understand
that the M&Ms are fucking up your work day.
I'm gonna say this.
I can't work properly. Go to HR.
There are other alternatives you can like instead of seeing the M&Ms in front of you. How about you go get some chocolate covered blueberry aside from
that ain't no good.
And get
that's
some
like
almonds.
the whole strawberry ass almonds.
It's better. It's better. I promise you, it's dark chocolate. It's a healthy alternative. I resort to it all the time.
I think like that's a good idea to have like an alternative.
Right.
Whenever you want to reach for that M&M bowl,
right,
you grab you a peanut,
right, or a chocolate, dark chocolate.
But at this point, if it's fucking with her productivity, I think that her boss is setting her ass.
But she need,
up.
And there's fat-free gummy bears too.
At 327, I'm sure she qualifies for the lap band.
The who?
Maybe the office ain't got good insurance.
327, no. She's 5. How tall is she?
5'11".
She ain't
She's my height. She's my height.
She is not. She's big fine.
And I can't carry 327
big fine in Mississippi. Right. In Mississippi. That's a fine woman there.
Where's she located?
That's a beautiful woman in Mississippi.
All I was going to say is, you need to, baby, there's alternatives. You heard me? We got them for you. Holla at a player.
All right.
If you see him in
the streets.
Next question. What? So, Russell and I have been living together for 2 years.
I like these ones. I can't wait. Let's go.
We met.
Come on, Russell.
We've been living together for 2 years. We met 3 years ago. The problem is his best friend Whitney. I didn't have a problem with her until last October. They've been emailing back and forth, and I've discovered some things in those emails that I am not comfortable with. Russell uses my pet names with Whitney and says he would be lost without her and that he loves her. Whitney constantly has one crisis after another and she needs to come over. And if she knows it's the only day Russell and I have off together, I've confronted him about this without confessing that I read his emails. He insists that he loves Whitney like a sister that he had never had. But when she talks about her new boyfriends, he seems upset. And that when she leaves from her visits, he gets depressed. Russell and Whitney dated back when they were teens, and she insists that he's also like a brother. I just find it odd that if she calls and wants to come over, he'll drop any plans we have. I also find it odd that he texts her so often. I feel like I'm being replaced. I know they're not having sex.
You don't know that.
But their emails suggest that he's cheating on me emotionally. I love Russell and don't want to lose him, but I can't handle this anymore. We talked about it over and over. Russell says that he loves me. He doesn't want to break up. However, I read in the last email I read, he said, even if I wanted to break up with her, I couldn't financially. That about killed me. Please help.
So he's using you.
He is using
and he's fucking her. So that's what's going on.
She's dumb as shit.
Yeah.
She read the emails and she's still there?
Yeah. She is.
Read the email. He said I can't leave her because
I can't afford you.
I couldn't financially.
And she's still there. I hope he take you for every dime that you have.
Pretty much what they said.
What? Of course he's fucking her.
Yeah, of course he's fucking her. Come on.
And of course he's cheating on you emotionally.
Duh.
Of course, all of this. But you're still there. So if you're gonna stay, be open to be open to this relationship.
I think at the end of the day, it comes down to self-respect. And it comes down, you have some abandonment issues going on with you.
Insecure.
It's very high levels of insecurity. And all it's going to do is make you crazy.
She ain't got no edges. Girls who lose their edges have a problem with
abandonment issues. I thought she was a white girl. This sounds like some white girl shit.
It does.
His name's Russell, though, so she might be white, but he black. Russell was a black man.
Russell
was doing black man shit.
Russell and Whitney. It's Russell and Whitney.
Right.
You better leave them niggas alone.
Some black man shit. I did it. This shit itches.
Yeah, I keep doing that.
Y'all in this ADD.
But you need to get the fuck up out of there. And that's it. That's it. Leave. Or just accept the relationship you're in. Know that you're being used.
Know it's a triangle.
Raise your self-esteem and go find somebody.
Yeah, that's what it's about at the end of the day. And I want to, if you look, baby, look, there's always somebody else out there.
She'll never find
they're like buses. Every 15 minutes, one coming.
Right.
Go
get you sound like a grandmother.
I actually call it Gucci Mane, but I'll take that though.
Grandma.
All right, so hopefully we helped you out there. Y'all want to do one more?
Yes.
We'll do one more.
All right, last one. This one's a little short. After 23 years of what I thought was a happy marriage, I came home and caught my husband. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Can I read it?
You want to read it? I'm gonna Daryl read this one.
All right.
Y'all gotta listen up.
After 23 years of what I thought was a happy marriage,
Lord.
I came home and caught my husband Wes in bed having sex with my brother.
Say it a little louder in case
I came home and caught my husband Wes in bed having sex with my brother.
What's her question?
It was a shock to say the least. That evening, they had gone to a bar and drank heavily. Someone gave them a pill of unknown origin. Wes says unknown origin though. Wes says he doesn't remember anything until I walked in and started slapping some sense into him. We have stayed together. We haven't made love, however. I can't seem to get the picture out of my head. I feel like my life has been shattered. I love Wes and want us to have a productive life. How can I forget?
How can I forget?
Woo!
I mean, shit. If you happy.
Hang on. Brianna, I want you to lead this one. As a woman, if you walked home or walked into your home and you saw your, we'll say husband, in bed with your brother. Do you have any siblings?
I have a little sister.
Okay, we're going to pretend you have a brother.
Okay.
You saw your husband in bed with your brother.
How does that work?
What is your reaction?
This is the thing. Like, I don't like being with somebody for that long is hard because you have 23 years worth of shit that you've dealt with, maybe kids, blah blah blah, whatever.
Cheating too.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, cheating. Obviously, like this isn't the first time they probably slept together.
This ain't the first time you slept with a man either.
Yeah, no, not at all. This is the first time we caught them, and
maybe, because she might have caught him before. Like
it might hurt because it's her brother.
I'm like, if this couldn't be the first time that this has happened, because she's still there. So I think she has some kind of inkling.
Like you know when you're being cheated on, and B, like if your partner is gay, like that. Like it's just like there's a lack of intimacy there.
Well, her question is, how can she forget? So it sounds like she wants to stay, but what can she do to forget?
Nothing.
You will never forget.
You're not going to forget that. You just got to leave.
She said she walked in and started slapping the shit out of him.
I knew a friend of mine has a friend whose mother came home and caught her husband in the bed with the daughter's boyfriend.
Oh.
So
whoa.
So like if your dad was sleeping with your boyfriend.
Stop it. I don't want to hear this.
And caught him. And of course they left. Because they have sex.
Because they're black.
Yeah, right. Black people don't.
And they don't live in a trailer, which apparently you do.
Or they might live in a mansion.
But it's like, no, you leave.
But socioeconomic status has anything to do with it.
It has nothing to do with it. But if you're going to stay, you won't forget it. You just have to move on with the rest of your life. Just move on. Fuck it. Because after 23 years, you're probably not having sex anyway. And at this point, you're just friends and roommates, and you have this other relationship that's outside of that marriage. It's just cool. So fuck it. If you let him sleep with your brother, let him continue to sleep with your brother.
But if she's accepted other indiscretions, be with him with another woman, man, whatever. But that's her brother. Like the thoughts ain't gonna be there at Thanksgiving when we all sitting at the table. Like that's
right. Right. Exactly.
Maybe they don't bother.
Like what about when he walked down the hallway? You got your family pictures up. Is he just stopping like, ooh?
It ain't no fun if your brother can't get that.
No, but like, what about intimacy? Like that's the thing. Like, how do you maintain a relationship for that long and not have sex with? Like, if you're not sexually. A
lot of couples stop having sex way before 23 years of marriage.
I know.
I couldn't picture that.
It's like lesbian bed death. But lesbians stop having sex after a couple weeks. I said lesbians stop having sex after like a week?
Yeah.
It's the lesbian bed death thing. It's like it happens.
Yeah, it does.
I've been in relationships where we were together, 3 years maybe? And like the third year we were like roommates.
I have never been in a relationship
I was in DC.
Where there was no sex.
Where there was no sex. It's always like
I'm sorry. Like that's like the
even if we get mad at each other, physically it's something.
Well, again, we're at two different spectrums at this table because
two very different.
I could not have sex for a year. I don't know if you could go like 2 seconds.
Wait, you can
after the show.
After the show, like sex doesn't really mean
I have sex once, at least every once.
Like I like sex, but if I don't have it, I'm cool with it.
At least every other day, but normally every day.
That's not me.
So how do you feel?
I mean, I have sex on a regular basis, pretty much every day or every other day, or maybe we'll skip a day, but having sex every 3, 4, 5 days. I mean, but I've been a year without having sex too.
Hang on, let him finish his thought.
I mean, I've been a year without having sex. Like when I was broke and I had no money, had nothing going for me.
Okay.
So I mean, I've been in both spectrums of it, but at the same time, like nah.
Right.
No.
Back to Brianna.
Brianna, now what's your sexual?
Just give us a range since you don't want to answer the question.
I like to have a lot of sex.
Okay.
Do I
Once
always?
a day? or more.
You know, it might be kind of difficult for me to answer this question right now.
Right.
So we go.
That's cool. But that's cool. I mean, but yeah, it's not that important for me. And I think that 23 years
mom
in.
watches this. Oh, I was
Hey, my mom watches too. Hey, mom.
Hey, mama
But
had
I feel like
We're
23
not,
years.
we're not the youth anymore.
Right, y'all.
The
My mama,
young
my mama
young
know I'm
grown.
grown.
We're not the
Y'all
young
grown.
ones of America.
mama-
No, but
I'm
I think that 23 years in, you're good. I mean, I'm sure the sex is not the biggest thing in the relationship anyway. And she's
It's
probably like,
a big. I'm
as
sorry,
long as
sex
you're
is
happy.
always a big part. I think of a
I think
relationship.
I think it is too.
I
It's a
think
big
so,
and it's an
too.
important part.
I think
of
so
the
too. I
relationship.
agree with him.
Let that
this-
sex
yeah.
be wet. That shit gonna be over with.
Or let you just,
Well,
let you just not be
yes, if it's
physically
black sex,
attracted
I
to a
can't do
person.
it. Like, sex is not that important for me, but it has to be good when we
do it.
Right.
But like, even if like just on a regular daily basis, you might not have the time for it. If your partner is like getting out the shower because they getting ready to go to work, you should just be able to look at them and be like, "Damn, I ain't got time, but I wish we could fuck right now."
But you know, like I
Like-
have that relationship with non-relation. I have that with those
People that you are not in a relationship
with.
with.
Like, but the greatest
Why
sex
do
I've
you-
had, we can't be together. We can't be in a
Okay,
relationship.
so what's our advice to this person
So
right
now,
now?
it's a stick around because you clearly don't want to leave.
After 23 years,
So make it work.
Just make it work. Just
Yeah.
figure it out.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Keep it moving.
All right, y'all. So let's go wrap it up with your question.
But your
If
brother sucked his dick.
Oh yeah, a lot.
You will never forget that.
if you have a question,
Oh,
right?
that's
I'm gonna be like,
visual.
what exactly did she walk in? What part
was
did she
We're like,
walk
what
in?
were they doing?
All right, y'all. So if you have a question, email us tacotalktuesday@gmail.com.
okay.
As you can see, we will do our best to help you out. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back to let you know what we are obsessed with
I'm
this
tapping
week.
out.
I ain't never hit a ball with a cover. Low thread count.
Speckerville.
All right, y'all. We are back.
We're not.
And now is the part of the show where we like to let you guys know what's going on with us. So right now we're gonna let you guys know what we are obsessed with this week. Darnell, go ahead
Whatever
and take us away.
All right, so
It better not be your
finally, this film has a release date. It has cover art, and go ahead and show it. So Zoe Saldana's ignorant.
Oh my God!
You didn't see
Ignorant
this?
ass.
I didn't think they were releasing this.
Yeah, they are.
With this cotton ball wig, this fake nose, this black face. She should be ashamed of herself. I think everyone should get into this movie and boycott it, burn the
That
theater
looks
down.
shit like Nina Simone.
Doesn't look nothing like.
Looks shit like her.
Zoe Saldana should be ashamed of herself.
Why
and
would
I
they
hope
do
no
that?
one goes to see this film.
When is this coming out?
You see this wig? Look at this wig they got on her. Look at this nose they put on her.
No,
Look at
I
this
can
black
remember
face.
back when it was being filmed and they got the behind the scenes and she had the dark makeup.
And then we just assumed
No.
that because of all the outrage,
I
they weren't going to release
I
it.
thought that they put that Netflix special out because they were not gonna.
No,
do
they were
this.
still going to
This
do it.
is
So
so
they
wrong.
finally got it. I forgot what the
It's
release
so
date
wrong.
actually is, but I hope that sometime between now and then, someone
so
takes
wrong.
actions into their own
So
hands
wrong.
and decapitate someone.
You're really violent today.
I'm telling you, because it's
So
bullshit. I love Nina
is
Simone.
it just that it's
Zoe
Zoe
Saldana should have
Saldana.
taken.
Yeah.
One, she shouldn't have taken the role.
Right.
Two, she shouldn't let anybody put blackface on her. Three, this wig, this nose, these wraps she wears in the movie. It's like the most ignorant shit.
Wow.
It's like that Aaliyah movie they did on Lifetime.
Oh, no.
Bree, what you obsessed with?
You know, I don't really know. This is what I've been doing though. Like I've been really into wellness and I've been really into health. I know that this is basic 101. However, I do feel like it's really important. We were talking about meditation earlier. Going into this work.
You want to meditate like he was meditating.
It was not meditating like him. But I think it's really important, especially as a community, as Black people. We don't take the time to take care of ourselves.
agree.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
Like, and I mean that in every single sense,
agree.
holistically, spiritually, everything,
I agree.
physically. And so I'm just in a space right now where I really want to take care of myself and like
Come on.
love myself.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm obsessed with.
That's
All right.
dope.
How?
So,
I'm proud of
there you go.
Thank you.
Daryl, what's your
Yeah.
obsession this week?
I mean, I was gonna talk about Chris Rock, but what she said was so dope.
Right.
Sorry.
You should get a book called Mastery of Love, by the way, by Don Miguel Ruiz. It talks about
Oh, yeah.
healthy living, loving yourself, and healthy boundaries and expectations, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Personally, mine is Chris Rock. I just want to shout the dude out because I thought he was so I don't say. I guess courageous. I mean, I guess some of us could say it's so easy. He's already there, but at the same time, you still have stuff to lose. And for him to say a lot of things that he said and had the boldness to do it in the way that in the fashion that he did it, I think he was the perfect person at the perfect time to do it. So I want to shout that brother out because he could have said no, like he said, because all the unemployed folks were telling him to quit the
That
job.
was funny. He's like, you ever notice all they tell you to quit a job is unemployed people.
He could have said that, but then this wouldn't have happened. So
Right.
I mean, it takes courage.
Did you see what Deadline said about him? Though?
What did he say?
They say he took it too far or something.
Well, no, Deadline released an article, and the headline was because Chris Rock hosted the 88th Oscars, they hit an 8-year low in views.
Oh, I did see that.
And
I
they
saw
blamed,
that.
they
Yeah,
blamed
yeah.
the 8-year low on Chris Rock.
Maybe the low in
we know that wasn't. We know
That
that
was
was
not the
not
case at
because
all.
of the lack of diversity.
lack of
in the
diversity.
Oscars.
Really?
But they blamed it all on Chris Rock.
Because that wasn't his first time hosting the Oscars, though.
Right. And so they put all the blame on him.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to be a black man in a space with all white people. It's always hard to be a black person in a white space.
Right.
And like to represent us how he did, and like to bring light in a comedic way is, like you said, it's courageous. And like,
Do y'all remember when he said that Hollywood racist? And he was like, is it like, go fetch me some lemonade racist? No. Or is it like, you gonna get hung in a tree?
Fetch me
No.
some lemonade.
But he was like, it's like sorority, like, oh, you're not Kappa. We like you, but you're not Kappa
but
material.
you're not Kappa
Like,
material.
I mean,
Yeah.
the shit he was saying was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it was real. It was like, come on.
I mean, I
man.
think personally, again, it was some parts of the Oscars. I think like the jokes fell flat, weren't that funny, but I think Chris did a good job. On
Yeah,
he did good. So my obsession this week. So my thing is, I'm always just finding these interesting things on social media. I have been seeing. I don't know if y'all have seen them in y'all feed. If not, I will send y'all to them. It's now 4 of them. This guy,
Sam Zaddy.
Planet Famous. No, this guy, his name is Planet Famous. Has been doing these remakes.
the
to
trap
these
covers?
songs.
The trap covers?
No,
Oh.
with Tony Braxton.
Oh, God.
He literally sounds just like Tony Braxton. He's done, if Tony Braxton sang Formation, Work by Rihanna, Try Me by Dej Loaf. But the one that I'm gonna show y'all, he did
my God, I
Tony
gotta
Braxton, Hello. If Tony Braxton sang Hello by Adele, y'all. Check this out.
Hello from the other side. I must have caught you back, caught you without a
That's a guy.
That is a guy singing that.
It's
That
like-
is a guy
No,
singing that.
Notice that?
Don't that shit sound just like her?
like Tony Braxton.
Kind of
That shit-
amazing. That's
Listen,
really amazing.
that shit sound.
hello from the other side.
That shit sounds just like
Tony
Tony.
Braxton. I love her.
That is amazing, y'all. But check the other ones. Like I said, he did it with Formation, he did it with Work, and he did it with
wanna hear Work.
Dej Loaf. So funny.
I love that. I'm gonna
Check
look it
them
up.
out.
I'm gonna look it up.
All right, y'all. So let everybody know where they can find you, what you have coming up, anything like that.
Well, you can't find me on Facebook because I'm suspended for another 15
You
days.
created a second account because I just
Well, I've been
befriended
had that,
you.
but I got that the first time they suspended me a long time ago. So yeah, I still got that. So you can find me on social media, but seekingasylumfilm.com. The film is up now for free. You can go to quelle.tv as well, and passportrequired.com if you're a traveler.
Cool. My name is Brianna Price. My handles are Brianna N. Price everywhere. I am in a show, so come see it if you're in LA. OdysseyTheater.com. Tempest Redux. It's very fun and athletic and cool. And
Athletic.
yeah, it's really athletic. It's a dope show. It's very physical.
Is it like Cirque du Soleil?
Kind of like there's this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with The Tempest. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a character in it called Caliban, and Caliban is played by 2 actors who are like, they're just very, very physical, and they play the same role. They're supposed to be like this animal, and they're always like intertwined and doing all this gymnastic stuff.
Really?
It's very cool.
Oh,
and we do
interesting.
we lift, like the girls lift. We lift people.
So
It's
make
like-
sure y'all go
dope.
check out Bree and her
That's
performance.
It's cool.
Yeah, dope.
Daryl, what can we find you?
All my handles, Instagram, Daryl Blaylock Jr., Snapchat, Daryl Blaylock 6, Facebook, Daryl Blaylock. But also, my show, one of the shows I'm on Black and Sexy, Chef Julian, is airing on the Centric for the next 5 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
That's what's
dope.
up.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Awesome.
what I
Come on,
said.
Centric. I need cable.
Yeah. Can we watch it online? Can we watch it online?
I don't know.
See, black people show up
But what you can do, go to Centric if you got cable. For those of y'all do, at 11 p.m. for the next 5 days, which was tonight. So started tonight. So
That's
hey,
amazing.
what's
That's
up?
great.
All right. And y'all can find me on everything at Jeffro5. Email us if you want to come sit at the table, have a drink, talk some hot topics with us, answer your questions. It's tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. Also, I want to encourage everybody, go on Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media platform you have. Check out the Creators of Color platform. It's brand new. Y'all, this picture's empty. It's brand new, but you guys, it's really, really dope. Support it. Go check it out. If you are a creator, you can hit them up, see the information on their social media, Creators of Color. All right, y'all, we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye. Love you.
Never hit a ball with a cover. Low thread count.